running. And then of course we also have the app, which you can utilize as well. We're a business, we rely on technology. Sometimes that technology is there, and sometimes we run into trouble like everybody else on the planet. So we appreciate you for bearing with us and writing down the item numbers. You can order right now to your heart's content. So I didn't make a choice in my first hour because I had the Today Special, but I wanted to make two choices in this hour because I couldn't figure out which one. One that I picked for the show is the adjustable pole saw. I think this is something every family should have. Before you go hire somebody, before you get on a ladder with a handsaw, you need to try this baby out. It is all electric. You don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry about mixing gas and oil together. It runs on electric current and your extension cord that you have at home. Plug it in, pull the trigger, double safety, it works. What I love about it is the design of it. I'm gonna take the blade cover off. First of all, you have a 10-inch bar and chain. You can see the size of the trees you can cut down or the logs that you can cut with this based on the size of the blade. It has a self-oiling function on top. See this little cap right here? When I open this up, I'm gonna actually, if you don't mind, I'm gonna flip it this way so you can see a little bit better. Yikes. When I open this up, there's a little chamber inside there, and I don't know if you can see, there it is right there. That chamber is actually filled with oil. We give you the oil to put inside there, okay, and then you just put that on there. That you'll only do that about once a season, and you'll watch this. If it goes down to all white, then you need to add more oil. All that does is it lubricates the chain as it's running so that your chain runs smoothly every time. Another thing I love about it is that it articulates. Look, so with a touch of a button, and you can see I can lock it up, or I can lock it straight, or I can lock it down. I can now use my saw and allow the weight of the saw as far away as I need to go. And by the way, it extends. So if I want to extend this, it'll go up to 9 feet. Peter will show you that in a minute. I can now, look how far away I am from the blade itself. So there's no danger there. You have a double safety handle. All you do is plug it in and you watch it work. It is one of my favorite tools I've ever purchased. In fact, I have bought 2 of these. I had my first one for almost 7 years before I burned that out, and I use it all the time, all right? This does come with a 2-year warranty. It'll last you way longer than that. Do it yourself. Tree limbs hanging over your house, icy branches, right? You need to cut up firewood. Do it yourself. It is not hard. In fact, most of the testimonials I get are from our lady shoppers out there that are like, you know what, I live alone. I love this machine. It weighs only 9 pounds. I never have to get on a ladder. That's how it extends. Give it a little twist. I never get on a ladder. I do it myself. I save a bundle, and my yard looks amazing. Peter Kilcullen is going to join us right now. Peter, we kept the price at the lowest price we've ever done, from $89 down to $69. If you're looking for a great gift for dad or mom, you could buy this now. You don't have to return it till the end of January. We have extended holiday returns. Get it home. Easily, Peter, easily in my top 5 all-time purchases from HSN right here.
Yeah, I think definitely. Guy, and what's so cool about it, you can, use this until January before you even have to consider returning it. You're going to get so much use out of this. This is the perfect time to grab your pole saw. I'm even dressed for fall, even though it's not quite fall out here in Florida. It's still a little warm. But you have all that growth that's happened all through spring, then into the summer. You're going to be able to cut all those branches down, as you mentioned, Guy, yourself. You're going to be able to do it to make sure that none of those branches are damaging the cars in the driveway or damaging the windows or the roof of the house. This helps you do it. You mentioned you can use this. You're very far away. So I've got a limb here, and I wanted you to see this limb, about maybe 2 inches in diameter. This is like the majority of the limbs that you're going to cut down, whether they're at 10, 11, or 12 feet high. So I wanted you to see how easily it cuts. So when you're reaching up overhead, you're just going to rest that blade down on, that chain, down on the wood, and then let it do the work. Let it just work its way through. There's nothing you have to do. You're not struggling to hold on to this. Look at that, cut after cut. It's just very easy. When you see that working, I think you'll be amazed that the entire thing weighs 9 pounds, and then I can extend this from both sides with these locking collars. You can see we've got the fiberglass tube on the outside, aluminum pole inside. Tighten that up. Let me make sure I get this all the way out. Oh, there we go. So that's one side. You can also open this up from this side and extend that. So now you can make it perfectly balanced for yourself, but now it's extended 9 foot 3 inches.
Wow.
I mean, that's how high you can get. And guys, still remember, you're going to be able to maintain that 45-degree angle. That's what you want when you're cutting those branches. And remember, you find the branch, you rest it down on that branch, and it does the rest. And then I know you know this guy, but this is the only pole saw that we offer that has the ability to articulate that blade, that 10-inch bar and chain, into 3 different positions. Why is that great? You find that branch, again, you're at the perfect angle to make that cut super easy. And also with this, you see that this is an inline motor, very narrow. Once again, making it easy. When you're looking up onto those branches, you can see what you're doing. Some of them have the big motor on the side, and it really makes it difficult to see. This one has everything. You mentioned that 10-inch bar and chain. That's an Oregon bar and chain, which is the industry standard. So if you bought that really big, you know, that crazy expensive gas-powered chainsaw, they're going to have that same bar and chain. So this is not, you know, really skimped down to make this something you can use at home. Professional quality, works so well. You're going to be able to do those jobs. And most importantly, clear those branches and save a lot of money not having to hire someone.
I'll tell you, Pete, if the price was $164.95, I wouldn't bat an eye. I really wouldn't. I've used it. I'm on my second one. And I will tell you, I had my first one for 7 years. I was really, really happy. For an electric motor to last that long when it goes through the kind of torture that a chainsaw goes through, I was way, way impressed. I just bought a brand new one. It's got a couple of updates. The other one I had was the 2-in-1 where you could disconnect it. I was like, you know what? I just use the pole saw. I don't need the handheld. I just use the pole saw. My brother Darren, who has a house up in Vermont, he's like, Guy, greatest thing you've ever gotten me. He's like, I am able to take down limbs and branches all over the house that used to bang into the house and things like that. Here in Florida, we use it for palm fronds. It goes right through those. I use it for cutting firewood. You know, there's a lot of construction in my neighborhood. There's a lot of untreated lumber that's been used and they're throwing it away. I go and grab it and I make little firewood bundles out of it. I'm able to do that. I help my neighbor out with it. You can use this pole saw, okay? Remember what I said, it's 9 pounds. It is not heavy. You can handle this. You can articulate the end. And one thing really that Peter was hitting on that I love, you know, when a tree grows, it doesn't always grow in a perfect 90-degree branch. So you need to have the ability to move up or down. You know, sometimes you need to cut something this way, right? Sometimes you need to cut straight, right? And then sometimes you need to get over something and cut it that way. Having that articulating head is huge. This price will not last. It is $64.95. If you can't afford that, you want to get this for dad or mom or grandma or grandpa, whoever you think will use it, or yourself. If you want to get this home and you can't afford $64, get a brand new HSN credit card today. We will put $40 in your account. So now you will pay $24.95 plus shipping and handling and tax. $24.95 is a great deal. I want to say hi to my Facebook friends, Judy. Hi, Judy. Elizabeth, Ann. Deanne is with me. Anne Marie is with me. A lot of folks who are just jumping in. We had some issues earlier with hsn.com. We fixed them all. So now you can order to your heart's content. This would be such a great gift to give to someone. Imagine wrapping it. Comes in a big, tall box. How great would that be if you're getting it for dad? Not only that is, you know, I am a dad. I love being able to, like, I'll help my neighbors with my pole saw. Peter, I like the pole saw so much, I'm proud to show it off. You know what I mean? You know. Oh, we lost Pete. Such a good segue, too. It's such a good toss. All right, well, anyway, I own it, so it's easy for me. Here's the bar and chain. And again, if you're cutting logs, it gives you an idea of the size of the logs that you're going to be able to cut with this. So if you are doing firewood or you're doing kindling for your fires, or maybe you got a fire pit and you want to be able to cut wood in the winter because you want to use it outside, get one of these guys, all right? So easy to use. Peter, did you hear what I said? I actually said I'm like proud to do. I'll help people for nothing just to get to use my pole saw.
Exactly. You know, when you pull it out, all you're doing is adding that extension cord. That's it. And you're set to go. Multiple cuts without having to do anything. If you ever do have to tighten that chain again, they include the tool and it's super easy. I wanted everyone to see a few more cuts. We had a technical problem, but I'm back. And I want you to see again how easy this is. And then I'll show you that safety switch. I fire that up again. Just rest it down on that limb and let it do the work for you. So when you're cutting branches 2, 3, 4 inches in diameter, the cuts are so simple. The automatic lubrication system is doing the job on that bar and chain. You are not going to miss anything. And I'll show you right here. I think this is really important. That's the trigger that I squeeze to fire this up. But nothing happens unless I first go to that safety switch. So it's safety switch, then hit the trigger. And as soon as you let go, everything stops, so you can feel great about that. If I go back to the trigger, still nothing. Always go to that safety switch. So again, you can't just pick it up and make a mistake. There's a little cord holder right there for your extension cord. That's all you need. And you can do this. You know, I liked what you said, Guy, that you don't really need a handheld chainsaw. And so many of us have never even considered a handheld chainsaw. But this is something where you get the pole saw, so you can do it from a distance, handle those limbs 10, 11, 12 feet in the air, 9 pounds, and extends to 9 foot 3 inches. This is the one where you can add this to those tools that you have at home, where you're doing the lawn, you're doing the edging, you're doing the weed trimming. Now you can trim those trees, and it can't be easier. Super simple with this guy.
The camera doesn't even go that high. I mean, look at how high. I mean, do you realize like how far away I am from that blade? Look, look, look. Look at this. So I can get things that are way, way up over my head. And Peter and I know we agree on a lot of things, but one thing we definitely agree on is the fact, and then I can just tighten it right up, is that you should never do what with a chainsaw, Peter? What? Go ahead.
Get on a ladder.
Yeah.
Don't get on that ladder. No.
You know what? I try not to get on a ladder anyway. As I'm getting older, I'm like, you know, ladders are a little scary. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. You're going to love this. It is last call on that price of $64.95, lowest price we've ever done on it. If you've always wanted one or you know somebody that does, be a really, really great gift. Peter Kilcullen, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Guy. Appreciate it. Have a great day, bud.
All right, bud. There's Pete. All right, hey, if you want to check out more selection of great outdoor tools, please go to hsn.com. There's everything I've been picking for you in the show. You will love, love, love it. We've got